Good afternoon, everybody. Josh here, Metro Detroit Crime Report. I have breaking news right now on the shooting that happened in Detroit yesterday. The officer involved shooting,
Good afternoon,
and
everybody. Josh here, Metro Detroit Crime Report.
there
I
we
have
go.
breaking news right
So let
now.
me get off that here. The breaking news is this: Chief of Police just did an update and has some information for us. Originally, we were expecting the press conference to have the body cam footage of the officer involved shooting yesterday that happened, where it was reported by local news, myself included, and others, including the chief of police, that this woman who was shot yesterday in Detroit was fleeing from police, which is why she was shot twice. We were just informed in this press conference, and again, I'm coming at you live, so I have my notes here. But the chief of police from Detroit is now saying that the officer involved who was involved in this shooting broke city of Detroit policy. And that, as the headline states, the city of Detroit are going to be seeking a warrant on the officer that shot the woman yesterday, who was originally reported as fleeing from Detroit police. Chief just got done with this press conference here, and basically what happened was the chief of police said that many of the city's own policies were violated, that the woman was pepper sprayed by the Detroit officer and fled from the scene. According to the chief of police, they should not have pursued the woman, number one. Number two, he said that the woman was boxed in, which is also another violation of Detroit Police Department policy. Now, the woman was shot 6 times by the shooting officer. She was transported to a local area hospital, and she was released from custody from the Detroit Police Department. The driver will not face any charges stemming from this incident. She was originally stopped because of speeding, an improper tag or plate, and a tint violation. She asked for a supervisor. The supervisor was not granted to her, so she attempted to flee. She was pepper sprayed. As she fled, she was boxed in by other officers. When she attempted to leave the boxed in situation, the shooting officer fired 6 shots at her and nailed her, got her 6 times. Detroit police is saying they're going to immediately ask for this officer to be suspended without pay. They're going to ask for a warrant on the shooting officer. What that warrant is, I'm not sure yet, but they are going to ask for a warrant on the shooting officer. The driver has been released from Detroit Police Department custody and will not face charges regarding this. The officer has been on the job for 1 year and 9 months, has no other previous infractions on their record. So that's what we have right now. For those of you just joining us, since I see that you guys are just now getting on, probably just getting the alert from Facebook, we just had a press conference from the chief of Detroit Police where he gave us a rundown of what happened in yesterday's shooting. Now, I originally reported it just like others did, that the woman was shot because she fled from Detroit police officers to traffic stops, which is partially true. She did. She fled twice. But Chief of Police Todd Bettison said that the Detroit Police Department violated their own policy, and they should not have pursued the lady when she ran from the police, and they shouldn't have boxed her in like they did. So for you just joining us, Bettison has said that he is going to ask for the shooting officer to be suspended from the force immediately without pay, that he is going to forward information to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office and ask for a warrant on the shooting officer, the officer that shot the woman, He's going to ask for a warrant from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on this officer. He has said that the driver who fled from the police and who was shot 6 times will not face any charges for their involvement of fleeing from the police in this matter. He says that the officer has been an officer on the force for 1 year and 9 months and has no other complaints or anything like that on their record. So that's where we're at. He did say that he is not going to release the body cam footage at this time because of a pending investigation. That investigation being done by perhaps Michigan State Police, Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on charges for the officer. So that's where we at. For you just joining us, I'll break it down one more time, and then you can catch the live on a replay. The woman yesterday that was shot multiple times that was originally reported as fleeing from police. She was fleeing from police. Let's not get that twisted. But Chief Bettison said that was against Detroit city policy, against police policy. Now, she was pepper sprayed. She fled the scene from the officer that pepper sprayed her. She was followed and chased by officers, and she was subsequently boxed in to where she was at Sherwood near 7 Mile. When she was boxed in, she attempted to get out of the box, as he said. At that time, the only thing that Bettison would say was that the shooting officer shot the woman 6 times. She was transported to the hospital. She was released from the hospital into the custody of Detroit police, but she has now been released and will not face charges regarding this. The one that will face charges is the Detroit officer who's been on the force for 1 year and 9 months. Bettison is going to ask for the officer to be suspended without pay. He is going to forward information and ask for a warrant on the shooting officer who opened fire on the lady who fled from the police. That's where we're at. We'll have more on this as we get it. Keep it on Metro Detroit Crime Report. Keep it on newmediadetroit.com. As I get information, I'll post it on both. But that's where we're at. The woman was shot 6 times. The officer is the one that's facing charges for shooting her, and she's walked and will not face any charges from the incident.